Hi, my name is Pete McKenzie, and I have the privilege of being the Western Director for our ministry to men called the Influencers. Our mission is a great commission to make disciples and to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Our passion is to do that with men. We believe that there's a crisis in our world today, and you've probably been keeping up with current events. You know all about it. You know that we have a crisis in the home and the family. We have a crisis in politics, in the courts, crisis in education, our medical system, our economy, military, just about any direction you want to look in, we have a crisis. The question is not do we have a crisis, but do we have an answer to the crisis? We found our answer in Jesus Christ, who 2,000 years ago stepped into a culture of crisis. When he did, he had a plan. The Zealots were trying to run the Romans out. The political system was corrupt. The religious system was corrupt. They had a tyrant as a king, and King Herod. The men were confused about their roles and who they were, and the women were treated like dirt. Jesus stepped into all that, and Jesus had a plan. The Zealots wanted him to work for them. He said, look, that's very patriotic, but that's not my plan. You want to save a country? I want to save souls. And then the politicians wanted him in their party, and he said, politics has a place, but it's not the answer. They said, what is the answer? What's your plan? Jesus pointed to a tax gatherer sitting at his table. He said, see that tax gatherer? They said, yeah, Levi, we hate his guts. He's a traitor to his own people. He said, that may be, but he's the plan. He pointed to some fishermen mending their nets. He said, see those fishermen over there? And they said, yeah, Big Mouth Peter and James and John, the sons of thunder. He goes, yeah, that's them. They're the plan. And Jesus started the first ministry to men, called 12 guys. 12 guys probably no one else would have ever chosen. He built for 2.5 years into those men's lives, and then he set them loose to go turn the world right side up. Jesus is still doing that today. He's still calling men to himself. He's still using men powerfully, transformed men. Men who find their identity in Jesus Christ, men who love Christ and want to spend the rest of their life learning to become just like him. So we've got the great privilege of working with those kind of men. And God's doing it. It's happening. We're seeing those things in men's lives. As they're being transformed, we're seeing them impact their culture today. We believe that's the answer. What's yours?